In this section, we'll discuss the address input logic and validation. One of the things that I missed when I wrote the section on the UI elements that are missing is the address collection UI. The reason I missed it was that I assumed incorrectly that the billing API will do that for me. It doesn't do that, and so I needed to add some form of design for address collection, as you can see in the video. It's relatively bare bones for now, but it will do. To collect the address, I used this business object. I also added some simple mapping into preferences, as you can see below. So the last entered address will be cached for future orders. The rest of the logic is pretty easy. I just bind each text field to the property. Notice that this original code was developed before we had property binding and Instant UI support. If I had to do it again, I'd probably use Instant UI for this feature as it's an ideal use case. A lot of the logic here can probably be simplified in the current API, but for now it works. This block is really a form of validation. We have a shipping range property that can be set for a restaurant, and here we use the device GPS to make sure the device is within reasonable range of the restaurant. Here we slide the components of the shopping cart out to make room for the address fields, which we add and animate into place here. This is mostly simple code for form input as the binding was done before. The validation code is pretty simple. I mentioned the shipping range, but we also have a minimum order value which is now enforced. I also added support for a delivery fee that can be levied on top of the total cost. This is applied in the summary code of the form.